Ladies and gentlemen, WWE 2K25 is heating up, is getting spicy in here. Cody Rhodes went ahead and dropped a teaser where he was talking about the return of something, and he started it with shh. And if you guys seen my community post, I kind of gave you a hint, but if you didn't, let's go on ahead and watch that video.
And the return of Cody.
With that being said, chain wrestling is returning back to WWE 2K games. We saw the emojis, the chain, the wrestling. I mean, man, they couldn't make it any more obvious. One thing I've noticed with these teasers is that these wrestlers are not finishing the sentence in their promotional video, but one thing they are doing, they're most definitely going on ahead and confirming it with us with these captions, just like they did with the Island, just like they did with intergender matches, and just like they did with the showcase. These people want us to know what's coming and what's going on, even if the teaser and the video doesn't really tell you all the way what to expect. Now, WWE 2K25 could be really good. I'm excited, man. I really am, and I know some of you guys may be trashing it and talking about y'all don't know, but honestly, personally, I think this is going to be a pretty good game with the teasers that they're showing. And you guys always know that they hold back and they don't really show us everything. Last year, they teased special guest referee and casket match, but they did not tease the ambulance match at all. So I'm really thinking that there is something in the tank there that they're not showing us that could be a story mode, another match type, or whatnot. So it is one of those things that I am excited to see. But I'm not going to lie, when I first saw the caption and the teaser, I genuinely thought that we were going to get the bull rope match. That's honestly the first thing that went through my mind. Then I actually went through the video and watched it, and I was like, okay. And a lot of people are mad, why are these returning features, the selling tactic, and I get it. But this is a new development team, working on this game. So it's one of those things where we want to see the game, keep succeeding and pushing through and adding those features that we desperately miss and want back in the game. And I know that chain wrestling was really one of those mixed, reactions towards that particular feature. So I really feel like things have genuinely, changed and people feel a certain way about the feature and want it back because it does set the tone of the match. It's wrestling at the end of the day. So I am excited to see how this feature works. Before we dive deeper into this video, guys, make sure you guys go on ahead, like and subscribe to the channel because I am giving away 2 copies of WWE 2K25, and that's all you got to do. And when you subscribe, you'll see that every time I post, I'm talking about WWE 2K25 and the rollout and all that, so you won't miss a thing. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Let's go on ahead and get right back into the video. The blow for blow feature was definitely one of those that I was excited to continue seeing it improve and seeing what else they could do because I felt like it was a really nice feature into the game, and I felt like it really just replaced what chain wrestling is supposed to do there. And that's something that you see happen all the time, wrestlers taking turns slapping each other or punching each other, and now they introduce chain wrestling. So there's gonna be a couple moments in the matches that you're kind of going to be out of it with different features and whatnot going on, because now you're going to have 2 things that could possibly happen during a match with chain wrestling and the blow for blow. There's a lot of stuff there that I am actually looking forward to, especially with just the flow and style of a match. Now, chain wrestling is probably going to be a feature that you could turn on and off just like how it was before. We don't know how it's going to work. I imagine that the mechanic is going to be restructured. It's one of those things that we're definitely going to have to see, how it works out. I am excited, to see what other returning features they can add. Recently on X, I went out there and said I want stacked tables back, and it got a really good reaction, as I think that this is one of the key details that we want to see in the game. A lot of people play the game, aside from liking wrestling and all that, we all want to create cool spots. At the end of the day, it is a wrestling video game. We want to do things that we don't see in real life all the time, and all of that is stacking tables, jumping off ladders, running off ladders, and doing different things like that, man. At the end of the day, I love the arcadey style balance that WWE 2K has with this gameplay that they've chosen to go with, but I feel like they need to add a couple more things, different things to really get that meshed and really give us that environment and that game that we really want. At least me personally, I know I can't speak for everybody, but just my thoughts. I really want to see this game continue bringing back those returning features, even if it does seem a little bit scummy or whatever people want to call it, just for them using it as a sales tactic. Again, it's one of those things, man, that people were excited for, and hopefully they now keep in the game, because me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I am personally exhausted from seeing them take out features and then bring it back. Right now, I'm accepting it just a little bit, simply because back in the day, man, we had a different development team, which was Jukes. Now it's Visual Concepts, so it makes sense for them trying to kind of rebuild, you know, what we once had and putting it into their own little spin. So again, there's a lot that goes into it, but just my 2 cents with that personally. Hopefully we get a mode this year, and that mode is story mode, and I'm gonna drop a video on that very soon for you guys. But story mode to me could be the mode that saves WWE 2K25. We're talking about returning features, right? We're talking about features that we all want to see. Story mode would be that mode, I think, for everybody. I think it would genuinely break the wrestling game community if that mode was announced. Now, it could be that they're keeping it in the bag because they do need a big bang for, you know, the actual press release when they drop it on January 28th. So I do think that they're keeping something big in the bag, and story mode could be in there. Another match type could be in there. I would love to see the bull rope match in there. I would love to see different match types and styles, you know, in WWE 2K25. It's just a matter of really just waiting. The press release is going to have a lot of details that you're not going to want to miss. They do it every year. Last year I was looking at the press release and it was just a lot of stuff on there. I did make a video a few weeks ago on what you can expect for the reveal, so definitely go check that out. I'll link that down below, because I think that right now is really what we need to be looking for and really just waiting on. I'm hoping that many different things come back. Crowd interactions where you can grab weapons from the crowd, things like that. At the end of the day, I get it. It don't happen in real life, but it's a video game. Allow me to go in there and grab different things. Allow the crowd to react to when they see people fighting. There's just all these little quality of life changes that I want to see. We got fighting in the crowd, but I want the crowd to react when I'm in the crowd. Let them turn around. Let them, you know, spread out. Let me see the crowd do something. And again, the reason why I'm pointing these things out is because a returning feature that I would like to see, again, would be being able to grab weapons from crowd members, or even grab a water bottle from a crowd member and throw it at your opponent. There's many different things that they can throw in there and make the crowd really stand out, because I feel like the crowd has felt dead for a while, and I feel like it really needs a big push. I don't know if I would consider that a returning feature, because I can't remember the last time I saw the crowd really act the way a real life crowd does, aside from it being so generic in game. But I personally would love to see the game continue to improve in terms of quality of life, because I think they did such a great job in WWE 2K24 with quality of life improvements to the gameplay, and I feel like they're almost there. The gameplay is not there yet, but they're almost there to really getting it, you know, to feel really good, especially with all these different little additions that they're making to the gameplay. I'm excited for WWE 2K25. I'm excited to see what else they can bring, but right now I just don't know what else they can bring, because they have not teased anything else. But this returning feature is a good sign. It's a good sign for us gamers. It's a good sign for us wrestling fans. You know, they might have something in the bag, and they release some really cool features and things that, you know, we weren't expecting this week. So I'm hoping that they continue on that train, and this is just not, you know, all the gas that they had. So let's go on ahead and wait to see what they got for us next, man. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.